All right. This will be another episode to talk about Ezekiel Elliott. We're live like 95. I got a special guest today, and we're going to go over some details of what the expectations of the future will be, and also what the expectations of, hey, this Dallas Cowboys roster and beyond. Let's go, Cowboy Nation, one way or another. Let's continue to grind. Let's continue to shine. Let's get this thing going one way or another. Special guest, we have ZekeFeed in the house, man. He got a fantastic Instagram page. I'm telling you guys, he got over 100,000 subscribers there. And it's a remarkable deal because we know how hard it is just to get one subscriber. And now you have somebody that got over 100,000 subscribers. I'm telling you, you got his own clothing line, posts all types of good information, the good, the bad, and all of this stuff about Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott. What's up, man? Talk to me.
I'm doing great, man. I want to just say that I just recently hit 100,000 followers, and it takes a lot of hard work. There's misconceptions about how easy it is, but it really takes a lot of time and effort and luck to get this big.
Oh yeah. Well, like they say, this some people say it's better to be lucky than good, but you got a mixture of both. Then because you got some good quality content out there, and there's always original, and there's always things that brings in a different light, whether it be positive, whether it be information out there that people need to know as far as news, especially dealing with Ezekiel Elliott. So that's good to have a page that have that type of reach.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of tough sometimes to post the bad, and I've gotten in some troubling situations.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the reality of life, right? We have our good things, and then we have our bad days, and then but when we add them all together, we look back at it and say, hey, these players are human too, so they make mistakes. Of course, Ezekiel Elliott, his first 3 years in the league, some of it been Roger Goodell. I believe deep down in my heart, if Ezekiel Elliott played for any other team, he wouldn't be as scrutinized. He wouldn't be under the radar as much, and a lot of things would go under the table. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's definitely true. The Cowboys are one of the most popular teams in sports, and they're actually the most valuable team in all of sports. So they definitely get more attention than any other NFL team.
Yes, they say heavy is the crown. And we looking at this Ezekiel Elliott situation. He's been offered a contract. And normally when you're offered a contract, normally it's already been signed. So do you believe that Ezekiel Elliott will sign this particular contract, or should he get more?
I was heard that the contract is like about 4 years, 55 mil, and I think he should definitely take that. But apparently, I've read, I don't know much about contracts, but I've read that the players, what they really care about is the guaranteed money. So I don't know the guaranteed money, and I'm sure that's what Zeke wants. But I think he has to just take this just for his reputation. It's not worth fighting for the extra few mil.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man, when you look at it, what you do for your particular team, and then you have a Todd Gurley on the other hand, and then you see a Le'Veon Bales of the worlds on the other hand, and then you're sitting there saying, hey, I'm the bell cow of this particular team. Why I'm not getting the grain of salt that I deserve? So I'm looking at it from Ezekiel Elliott's camp. They probably be like, look, Jerry Jones, at the end of the day, I know that I'm not the choir boy that everybody want, but I deserve a little bit respect. You can't just offer me anything. So I can see where that argument comes from. Now, on the opposite side, Cowboys fans like us, we're looking at it like, man, that's money. Just take the deal, sign the deal, and run your butt out there and make some plays.
I mean, definitely get when fans comment like that, but at the end of the day, you're not in the player's shoes for a reason and whatever, and I don't think you could make the decision for yourself what he should do.
True, true, true. How do you feel about the latest incident with Jerry Jones saying Zeke, who? How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I think it's a little bit. I don't know. I think it's a little bit. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good 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 th I think specifically it's not a big deal, but it's just inconsiderate of Jerry. He knew that would, stir the tea and it would be a big deal. And I don't know why he would put himself in that position. And it could have been taken, in a bad way by a lot of fans or by Zeke. So I'm just surprised that he would even say that. I thought it was a meme the first time I saw it, to be honest.
Right. Well, Jerry Jones, in my opinion, he's like sometimes people say a player's coach. I think that Jerry Jones is like a player's GM or a player's owner. If we go back into the history of time, we really never seen Jerry Jones just outright dog a player, especially a superstar. But this situation, this whole incident kind of reminding me a little bit of Dez Bryant's situation, you see. So that's how I'm looking at it. Hopefully, it'll be a whole lot different than Dez Bryant because we all saw that story, how it unfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So, what are your plans for your channel, man? Are you going to do anything to celebrate the 100,000 followers that you have now?
Yes, I definitely. At first, I wanted to do a Q&A or something, and that's why I'm doing this podcast. And I actually did a podcast with someone else, and I also want to do a giveaway. And I'll incorporate my clothing brand into that. I'll give away things for my clothing brand, and I also have some like Zeke bobbleheads that companies have sent me. So I plan on giving those things away.
Oh wow, that would be fantastic, especially for the audience, man. They're those people who can remember and say, "Hey, I know you probably got a few fans that've been like, hey, I've been following you when you had 10 subscribers. I've been following you when you had 5 and 12,000." And I know that they're probably looking for something. And tell me a little bit about your clothing line, because I see some people that really want to know about that.
Well, are you familiar with the brand Supreme?
Vaguely.
Like with the big red logo.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I used to buy that brand and I would resell it because if you're familiar or not, um, some of the items they release are really limited and they have high demand. So you could buy it on their shop for retail and it'll sell out in like a minute. And then you could resell it for over what you paid. So I
Wow.
used to do that for a long time, and then I would put a lot of time into it and effort. And I never really wanted to start a brand that bad, but at one point I'm just like, I might as well refocus all my energy onto a brand of my own that could lead to bigger opportunities for me and I could be more productive with than just selling another brand.
Most certainly. So, entrepreneurship mindset is always what we look for, and that's something that we always dream to have too. To be able to punch your own clock and roll out of the bed for yourself instead of worrying about answering to the man. So that's good, man. That's a noble thing for you doing right there, and especially being able to down the line to give some of those items and artifacts away, man. That's going to be fantastic, bro. It really is. Let me see if we got some people that's in the chat box, man. That's gonna ask. Got some questionings out here. Skeptical fan, as his name. He said, "Take the deal, Ezekiel Elliott." We have Curtis on our Instagram page here. He says, "Yes, I agree. Very true. Media loves drama." This is from Mandy. Let's see who else we have. What is the call-in number? I got a bone to pick with some Dak fans. How do you feel about Dak Prescott, ZekeFeed?
Like as a player,
Yeah, as a player.
I I like him as a player. I think he has a lot of potential. Obviously, last season he had a lot of very bad throws that just made fans turn against him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the Cowboys should give up on him. I think his ceiling's very high, and I like him as a player.
Like
I
him as
like
a
an
player.
athletic quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, player they can. Now, this is the thing. A lot of people are so fixated on a certain style of quarterback, right? A pocket quarterback that can throw the ball and these sorts of things. But Dak Prescott, the player, his ability to run and escape and evade, and also his ability to take over a game is fantastic. But then you sprinkle in Ezekiel Elliott. Oh my goodness! I'm just thinking that with Kellen Moore, he grew up in the coach's system, meaning that his father was a coach and he drew up plays when he was in high school and middle school and college and beyond. I'm thinking that this year we should see a little bit more because I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to be there for week one. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
think that we're going to see a lot more from Ezekiel Elliott because there's no way in life, even if somebody who's playing Madden, there's no way in life that he only had six. I'm gonna say again, 6 touchdowns. I'm thinking that Kellen Moore can get more touchdowns out of Ezekiel Elliott. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, obviously there was a huge problem with the offensive coordinator and possibly Jason Garrett at coach. They really messed up in the red zone, and when it comes to plays in the red zone, it's all about the coach. Um, you see a lot of the other great teams, and they're great in the red zone. And if you want to be a great Super Bowl team, you can't be making silly mistakes in the end zone like the Cowboys were last season, not giving Zeke the opportunities he deserves.
Right, right. Because I'm all about putting the money and putting the ball in the playmaker's hand. And when we looked at last year during the Colts game, Jameis Olawale ball bouncing off his body like he playing volleyball. That should have been an
Yeah, that was really
opportunity.
bad.
Right. That should have been an opportunity that you give the main man Ezekiel Elliott number 21. Now I do know that they reversed and they had him running out to the outside. But then during that time frame, don't get cute. Know what do what got you get down there and give the rock to Ezekiel Elliott. So this is what I looked at when I look at Emmitt Smith touchdowns because he had tons of touchdowns, and I look at Ezekiel Elliott. It's all about coaching philosophy because both of those guys are phenomenal.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. Let me see what else we have. Zeke will need to take over for us for sure. This is from Reggie Hart. Shout out to you, man. Over here, Calvin Williamson. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Do you have? Are you live on your page, on your Facebook page? Well, not Facebook, but Instagram over there.
Me, no, I'm
You
not like.
You're not live. Okay. Do you have any followers that you would like to give a shout out to, like one of your supreme followers, people that's always showing up in your inbox and things like that? While we live on Live Like 95 here.
No, but I just wanted to say something on one of the comments you
Mm-hmm.
had that someone said like Zeke, like referring that I'm Zeke. It's just crazy the amount of followers that I have to this day that think I'm Zeke. If you just look at any of my
Oh
comment sections, you'll see it.
yeah, yeah. I saw where you screenshot or something like that, and you put it on your deal. Whereas a lot of people do
Yes.
think that you are Ezekiel Elliott, and they probably say, "Hey, Ezekiel, can you go ahead and sign this contract so we can get on with football?"
Like I
But
talk in third person. I always write like Zeke didn't get a deal or whatever. So I don't know why they think that. It also says fan page in my bio.
yeah, fan page. So they thinking that like, hey, you got the right hand man right next to you. You know, you the right hand man of Ezekiel Elliott. Yes, indeed. A lot of people are showing you praises too on the Facebook panel. They saying congratulations. That's always a pleasure and a plus, man. To like I said, be able to represent Ezekiel Elliott, and not just Ezekiel Elliott, the Dallas Cowboys, a team that we don't like the Cowboys at all. We love them, you know. I know I don't
Hmm.
like them. I can't stand the Cowboys, right? I loved them. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Cowboys abroad, man. Really appreciate you for tuning in to the nation. Miss Scott and Pro, thank you as well. Only complete idiot would think that was Zeke. No, you got to go to his Instagram page. ZekeFeed got some wonderful information, and it seems like you're right there with all of the news, how fast it get out. Um, Talk to some of the people, ZekeFeed, about the issues that you have to overcome with the Instagram.
Um, well, actually, there was an issue with Zeke himself. I've had
Mm.
multiple issues with him, and now he actually blocked me. So
No.
yes,
Why did he block you, man?
yes, I could get into that. So, he never really gave me any engagement. Like, he never liked my pictures or comments
Right.
until a few months ago, and I posted this picture that I saw of him on vacation with this like random lady in a pool.
Oh,
So I just reposted it, and then he said delete that. It wasn't like a huge deal. I deleted it, and then actually right after that he followed me, and he would like my post. He would look at my story. So that was cool, and like we talked here and there in the DMs, and then a few months after that, I posted a picture of him and his girlfriend, which is private,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he just blocked me.
He's like, man, this ZekeFeed is giving too much of information to the nation, man. Oh my goodness! But it's one of those things where you got these multimillionaires, and sometimes when they out with their main squeeze, they out with their lady, what have you, they don't want that information to be seen by everybody. But it's crazy because it's out there, right? Not like you took the picture. It's not like you was hanging over the balcony saying, I'm going to get this little snap of Ezekiel Elliott and his lady. Nah, it was a picture that was already out there. But there's one thing that I can say is when you're on the level that you are now, there's a lot of eyeballs. And a lot of people like to bring in their thoughts and their opinions of everything. And now it can be a friendly picture. It could have been his cousin, or it could have been his actually lady, and he could have been dating somebody else, and it gets into the hands of somebody else, and you know how that thing goes, right? And so
It's a
that's
big
why,
responsibility.
yeah. So it's crazy in a sense, but man, like they say, with great power comes great responsibilities, right? Yes, indeed. So, any other thoughts that you would like to get out to the nation, man, before we wrap this thing up?
I just want to give a shout out to the man himself, Laws Nation, because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't listened to you that many times, but compared to any other sports guy I listen to, you're the number one guy.
Oh my goodness, man. Don't make me tear up and cry, man. Thank you so much for the adulations. Oh my goodness. Hey, like I said, man, congratulations, man, from the nation on reaching that 100,000.
Thank you.
It's a journey, right? And you don't want to stop there, because next time I talk to you, I want to look up and I see 500,000. Then the next time I talk to you,
Exactly.
I want to see 1 million out there, and then I want to see you doing an interview or with actually Ezekiel Elliott. It could be possible, And this world of social media is such a growing fast pace. That's why I'm on all platforms, Instagram. Hell, I'm even on MySpace and Black Planet right now. And I'm also on Facebook and YouTube. And it's just a wonderful deal to be on all of these platforms to reach out to people with similar thoughts and similar thought tracks. So it's a pleasure, man. And I really thank you for jumping on the show.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
guys.
for having me.
Oh yeah, anytime, man. If we go ahead and drop this outro music, man, you guys know how it go. Once I find it, here we go. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. That's all the time that we have for this beautiful and wonderful day. We will be back on to talk some more Cowboys in the future. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Good show, man. Really appreciate you, fam.
Peace.
Yes, peace and fish grease, as they